Dr. Phil's show is very structured for obvious reasons. Today I'm going to cover 10 weird rules patients need to follow on Dr. Phil. Welcome back to Enchant Films. Let's get into the video. Number 10, hand over your cell phone. Guests on the Dr. Phil show have to follow the rules if they want to appear on TV. Even members of the studio audience have to toe the line if they want a seat. Any member of the public entering the Dr. Phil studio has to hand over their cell phone before filming starts. This not only ensures that the show isn't interrupted by phone calls and text messages, but also prevents guests from taking photos and posting them online before their episode screens.
Yes. For what reason?
I wouldn't actually give him my phone.
Yes.
So
Number 9, have to wait for bathroom breaks. Anyone attending the Dr. Phil show also has to be prepared to work with the filming timetable set by the producers. When the cameras are rolling, patients and audience members have to stay in place, which means also that they have to wait for a break in filming if they want to use the bathroom. No exceptions will be made, especially for guests who are appearing in front of the cameras, as the team often films several episodes in one day and have to stick to a tight schedule.
There are times where I just want to die. If I were to ever kill myself, I know my family would be so hurt.
Number 8, shows can take a long time to film. When Dr. Phil is broadcast, the show lasts only an hour, but it could take a lot longer than that to film an episode. Sometimes Dr. Phil himself might want to reshoot part of the show, while sometimes guests might be asked to respond to questions and situations differently. Filming starts very early in the morning, and audience members will need to get to the studio at the crack of dawn if they want to have a chance at sitting in the front row.
Parented me that way, but it's not over.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Yes.
I guarantee you.
Number 7, disabled guests are separated from everyone else. Unfortunately and inappropriately, guests who are confined to wheelchairs often have a very different experience on the Dr. Phil show. Audience members with mobility issues have found themselves split up from their best friends and family and seated in a separate area of the studio. They have to stay there for the whole day, and this area just happens to have a terrible view of the stage. Also, Dr. Phil himself was accused of albiism for comments he made during an episode about relationships between disabled and non-disabled people.
But not somebody that's a taskmaster.
Correct. And it wasn't.
Number 6, guests don't get freebies. Tickets for audience members may be free, but that is the end of the perks when it comes to the Dr. Phil show. Even so-called patients who are appearing in front of the camera only get their transport costs covered in a meal during the filming. Sometimes guests may get sent to one of Dr. Phil's special treatment centers for help, but this can be a double-edged sword, as many of these facilities have been investigated over the standards of care they provide.
I'm on, I take Allegra D, I'm on a lot of allergy medications.
Okay, but you don't have allergies.
Number 5, food provided is the bare minimum. Dr. Phil audience members can end up sitting in the studio for a long time while filming takes place. And while they are in the studio, there is no eating or drinking allowed. Even chewing gum is forbidden. The team provides basic refreshments during the break between filming, but guests should really be prepared to bring their snacks. Guests can access backstage, catering, but there have been rumors that the team has provided some rather controversial items, including illegal substances for addicts appearing on the show.
Tell me what's going on inside your body and what your internal dialogue is right now.
You eat, right?
Number 4, Dr. Phil doesn't do autographs. Fans of Dr. Phil will often travel across the country to attend the filming of an episode of a talk show, and they are really hoping that they will also get the chance to meet their hero while in the studio. Sadly for them, Dr. Phil tends to keep himself to himself during filming, with a warm-up team responsible for getting the audience and guests ready for the show. Guests are even forbidden from bringing books by Dr. Phil into the studio, so they won't be tempted to ask for an autograph.
Not going to be making me relevant.
Yeah, like, hi, Mom.
Now I have a career.
Number 3, the show can veto your outfit. When audience members sign up for free tickets to attend a Dr. Phil taping, they are also given a list of rules to follow, including instructions about what to wear. However, the show can veto an outfit if they think it is unsuitable, and anyone who doesn't follow the garment guidelines is likely to find themselves consigned to the back rows of the studio. It appears that guests on the show are not subject to the same rules. In fact, it seems that the producers sometimes like their guests to look as weird as possible.
To yourself to make that okay.
Well, I gave him the bigger room because
Number 2, and make sure to dress up. Audience members are expected to dress up for their visit to the Dr. Phil show. The instructions for guests say that they should arrive camera ready, which means business attire and no jeans, no shorts, and no flip-flops, which is the standard outfit for a tourist in Los Angeles. The Dr. Phil team assesses the outfits of everyone arriving at the studios, and those who are deemed to be wearing suitable clothing are given a yellow ticket, which gives them access to those prestigious front row seats.
And to change his looks. Now, something that he was bullied for growing up.
Number 1, follow the instructions. It might seem that there are a lot of guidelines to follow just for the taping of a daily talk show, but guests shouldn't get the idea that they can break the rules without any consequences. Audience members can be refused admission if they aren't wearing the right clothes, and Dr. Phil himself has been known to in interviews and ask guests to leave if their behavior becomes unacceptable. as he did with one young woman who claimed to be in a psychic relationship with a woman she had never met.
From you guys. This is an intervention.
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye and take care.